Hey folks, doing Hero of None here with your Mundus Minute on March 20th, 2020. News, Electrum Merchant, and Golden Merchant stuff, all in a few minutes. So first up in the news, I apologize for getting this out a little bit late, still recovering from my injury at the start of the month here, but I am doing fairly better, and that hopefully will lead to more on-time Mundus Minutes in the future. Next up, the Gloom Spore crates are now in on ESO. You can go ahead and gamble away for some unique mounts, unique skins, and some hints about what the next chapter of ESO is going to be about in the Greymoor expansion. Coming up on March 26th until April 2nd, the Jesters Festival is coming up again. During this time frame, you can get a chance to get the Cadwell's arm packs again, fragments for the Festive Noisemaker or Jester's Joke Popper, several new berries or some indirect feathers for your mounts, and more importantly, 100% more experience when you use their pie during this event. So this is a good time to get your alts leveled up. So if you have characters you've been wanting to make, now's a good time to get the skill points and some of their skill tree lines started up. And when the event hits, just run some Dolmens or Skyreach Catacombs for a bit, and hopefully you get yourself leveled up pretty quick. So next, let's take a look what's at the Luxury Merchant and then on Sunday Golden Merchant this week, huh? So this week, a bunch of stuff for Hugh's Bane. Beds, lanterns, merchant baskets, funerary statues, large tents, and vases. It's kind of nice. On the Golden Merchant, for 150k, you can get Fjord's Necklace. I would not recommend getting this from the Golden Merchant. I would just go ahead and get the purple version of this if you really wanted it. Folks sometimes use this as a runner set. Basically, you put this on with another set that gives you increased running. And as you can see here, it gives you increased movement on your sprint by 15%. Also for 150k, you can get Hatchling Shell. Gain a damage shield for 20% of your max health for 15 seconds, every 15 seconds. It seems interesting, but honestly, 20% of most builds is not that much. You probably get more damage shield from the new set that comes out of, I want to say Ice Reach. I hope it's Ice Reach. But yeah, that new set that gives the damage shield and the monster helmet probably gives a bit more on top of this here. For 250k, Neck is a Nicholas, which will, when you block a spell, you have a 25% chance to reflect the spell back at an enemy. Not that great, to be honest. And Sunderflame. When you deal damage with a fully charged heavy attack, you deal an additional 4,800 flame damage and apply minor beach and minor fracture to an enemy, reducing their spell and physical resistance by 1,320. It used to be an interesting set back in the day when it actually wasn't a minor buff, but now it's kind of poop. For 100k though, you can get an Maul's Infernal's Helm. Interesting if you're running a Sork build and you just like having a lot of pets out. If you're only do PvP, you might want to pick this up for 100k AP. And Dolmus's Helm, interesting set. Probably combine it over with just one piece of this, plus using Shaka Breaker, maybe some New Moons on top of it, and one piece Molokina. Will give you a lot of stats and a lot of kind of middle of the ground areas. Just interesting for certain builds out there. Anyways, I'm Hero of None. That's the Mundus Minute. See y'all in Tamriel.